Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following WNBA matches that are happening on Thursday, August 10th, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Connecticut Sun vs Phoenix Mercury. The Connecticut Sun faced off with the Indiana Fever and walked away with a win by a score of 88-72 in their last contest. Connecticut wrapped up the game having earned a 49.2% field goal percentage, 31 out of 63, and made 9 out of their 22 shots from three-point land. When they shot from the free throw line, the Sun converted 17 of 19 attempts for a percentage of 89.5%. In the matter of hauling in rebounds, they earned 32 with 10 of them being offensive. They also distributed 21 assists in the game while creating 19 turnovers and getting 8 steals. In relation to defense, Connecticut allowed the other team to go 38.6% from the field on 22 of 57 shooting. Indiana dished out 15 dimes and had 10 steals in this contest. On top of that, Indiana had 25 rebounds, 10 offensive, 15 defensive, and had 4 blocks. Indiana went 87.5% at the free throw line by knocking down 21 of 24 attempts. They also buried 7 of 23 attempts from distance. Connecticut enters this game with a mark of 20-7 for the campaign. They are turning it over 12.1 times per game, and as a squad they commit 18.4 fouls per contest. As a team, Connecticut is collecting 33.8 rebounds per game and has accounted for 573 assists so far this season, which ranks third in the league in terms of passing. The Sun are shooting 35.3% on shots from three-point land, 188 of 533, and 76.6% from the charity stripe. They have an average of 84.0 points per outing, fourth in basketball, while hitting 44.7% from the floor. When they are on the defensive end, the Sun have forced 15.2 turnovers per game and they draw 19.8 fouls. The Sun defensively are allowing an opponent shooting percentage of 42.5%, 754 of 1,774, and they relinquish 34.3 rebounds per contest as a basketball team. They rank first in the league in allowing assists to their opponents with 502 conceded so far this season. They are surrendering 31.1% from three-point land while they are first in the WNBA in points per game allowed, 78.3. Our team pick is Phoenix. Phoenix has a win-loss mark of 7-20 on the campaign. When it comes to offensive execution, the Mercury are connecting on 44.2% from the field, which ranks fourth in the WNBA. Phoenix has totaled 2,082 points for the year, 77.1 per contest, and they pull in 30.8 boards per game. They are dishing out assists 19.6 times per game, sixth in basketball, and they are losing possession via turnover 15.6 times per game. The Mercury are responsible for committing 20.0 fouls per game and they go 81.8% from the free throw line. The Mercury on the defensive end are ranked 8th in the WNBA in points per game surrendered with 83.9. They are forcing 12.6 turnovers per game and allow teams to shoot 43.8% from the field, 6th in the WNBA. The Phoenix defense concedes 34.5% on shots from distance, 199 of 576, and their opposition knocks down 81.3% of their free throw attempts. They have given up 19.9 assists and 34.3 total boards per game, which has them ranked 7th and 5th in the WNBA. Our total pick is over. Atlanta Dream vs Seattle Storm. The Atlanta Dream played the Indiana Fever and went home with a win by a final score of 82-73 in their last game. Atlanta walked away from the game with a 48.4% FG percentage, 30 of 62, and made 9 of their 20 shots from distance. When they shot from the free throw line, the Dream converted 13 of 21 tries for a rate of 61.9%. In the matter of rebounding, they compiled a total of 28 with 4 of them being offensive. They also dished out 23 dimes for the matchup while forcing 14 turnovers and getting 6 steals. In reference to defending, Atlanta allowed the other team to go 45.3% from the floor on 29 of 64 shooting. Indiana distributed 8 assists and had 8 steals in the matchup. Furthermore, Indiana collected 33 rebounds, 8 offensive, 25 defensive, and added 4 blocks. Indiana finished 55% when shooting free throws by making 11 of their 20 attempts. They also converted 4 of their 13 attempts from three-point land. Atlanta comes into this game with a record of 15-13 for the campaign. They are averaging 83.7 points per contest, 5th in the WNBA, while connecting on 43.5% from the floor. The Dream are connecting on 35.1% on shots beyond the perimeter, 195 of 555, and 77.1% from the free throw line. As a team, Atlanta is pulling in 36.0 rebounds per contest and has racked up 530 assists so far this year, which is 6th in the league in terms of passing the ball. They lose possession via turnover 14.4 times per contest, and as a unit they commit 19.6 personal fouls on a nightly basis. On the defensive end of the court, the Dream are able to force 13.3 turnovers per contest while drawing 20.2 personal fouls. They surrender 33.1% on shots from downtown, and they are 10th in the league in opponents' PPG, 84.7. The Dream are giving up an opponent's shooting percentage of 42.6%, 371 of 566, and they concede 35.8 boards per contest as a basketball team. They are currently ranked 3rd in basketball in giving up assists with 523 relinquished for the year. Our team pick is Atlanta. Seattle has a win-loss mark of 7-20 for the campaign. The Storm commit 18.1 personal fouls per contest, and they hit 77.9% from the free throw line. Their rate of dishing out assists is at 17.7 times per game, 12th in the WNBA, and they are turning it over 14.3 times per contest. Seattle has 2,130 points on the year, 78.9 per contest, and they collect 33.9 boards per contest. On the offensive side of the court, the Storm are shooting 40.8% from the floor, which has them ranked 12th in basketball. The Storm on the defensive side of the court are 9th in basketball in points given up per game with 84.6. They give up 21.1 assists and 36.1 rebounds per game, which has them ranked 12th and 11th in basketball. The Seattle defense concedes 36.2% from downtown, 212 of 585, and their opponents are converting on 82.5% of their free throw attempts. They are able to force 13.8 turnovers on a nightly basis and have allowed teams to shoot 45.6% from the floor, 11th in the WNBA. Our total pick is over. Minnesota Lynx vs Indiana Fever. The Minnesota Lynx faced off with the New York Liberty and took a loss by a score of 76-66 in their last contest. Minnesota walked away from the contest having earned a 41.3% field goal percentage, 26 of 63, and converted 3 of their 16 three-pointers. When they shot from the free throw line, the Lynx knocked down 11 of their 14 tries for a percentage of 78.6%. In regard to grabbing boards, they earned 32 with 9 of them being offensive. They also distributed 21 assists in the matchup as well as forcing 12 turnovers and getting 8 steals. When it comes to defending, Minnesota allowed their opponent to shoot 40% from the floor on 30 of 75 shooting. New York earned 16 assists and had 5 steals for this game. In addition, New York snagged 43 rebounds, 16 offensive, 27 defensive, and got 4 blocks. New York finished the game shooting 87.5% at the charity stripe by knocking down 7 of 8 tries. They converted 9 of 30 tries from three-point range. Minnesota steps onto the court with a win-loss mark of 13-15 this season. The Lynx are connecting on 31% from downtown, 179 of 578, and 79.4% from the charity stripe. They are averaging 79.6 points per game, 9th in the league, while hitting 43.3% from the field. They are losing possession via turnover 13.3 times per game, and as a group they commit 16.6 fouls per game. As a unit, Minnesota is grabbing 34.3 rebounds per game and has totaled 528 dimes on the season, which is 8th in basketball in terms of passing the ball. When they are on the defensive end, the Lynx are forcing 12.5 turnovers per game while drawing 18.4 fouls. They are conceding 34.8% on three-point shots, and they are 11th in basketball in points per game allowed, 84.8. The Lynx defensively are giving up a field goal percentage of 44.9%, 350 of 514, and they relinquish 34.8 rebounds per contest as a group. They rank 12th in the league in giving up assists to the opposition with 591 surrendered for the year. Our team pick is Minnesota. Indiana has a mark of 7-21 for the season. Indiana has accounted for 2,233 points for the season, 79.8 per game, and they pulled down 34.1 rebounds per contest. The Fever have committed 20.4 fouls per game and they shoot 79.1% from the free throw line. On the offensive side of the court, the Fever are connecting on 43.8% from the field, which ranks 6th in the league. Their rate of earning assists is at 17.9 times per contest, 11th in the league, and they cough up possession 14.2 times per game. The Fever on defense are ranked 12th in the league in points allowed per contest with 85.1. They are forcing their opponents into 12.9 TOs per game and have let teams shoot 44.9% from the field, 8th in the WNBA. The Indiana defense surrenders 37.3% on shots from beyond the arc, 236 of 632, and opponents are making 81% of their foul shots. They have given up 20.6 dimes and 32.2 rebounds per game, which has them ranked 10th and 2nd in the league. Our total pick is over.